Divine greetings, Masters. Very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. This is Madhu Soni, welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Room. So, very warm welcome to all the old and new masters, to everyone who is present here and who will be listening to the recording. But thank you so much for making your, time, space, energy for this group. So, thank you so much, masters. Gratitude to each and every meditator, master who is present here and who has joined our group. So, masters, let us first open our videos, join our hands, and give gratitude to the masters so that we are really, really grateful and they understand all the time that whatever we are receiving, we are grateful and we receive more of it. So, masters, we are really grateful for all that protection, guidance, wisdom, unconditional love, intelligence, and the understanding that you have. We also got the same. And thank you for sharing your divine knowledge and wisdom, Masters. We are really grateful for everything, every blessing that you have showered on each and every one of us. We are really grateful to our great Grand Master, Pitama Brahmarishi Patriji, Mahavtar Babaji, to all the divine masters, the divine feminine, divine masculine, to all the masters from all the realms, the spiritual, angelic, and astral realm, to all the masters from all the kingdoms, elemental kingdom, mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, and human kingdom. We are really grateful to our great Grand Master, all the Ascended Masters, to the Param Guru Mandali Masters, Saptarishi Mandal Masters, to the Siddhas, the teachers, healers, gurus, and mentors, and to all those masters who have been guiding us in the form of Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Father Universe, Sun, Moon, and constellations. Thank you so much for all the understanding, guidance, protection, and knowledge that you have given us. We ask and pray to you, Masters, to help us align with the soul plan purpose and also align us with the highest timeline that we have set for our incarnation. Please help us align to the path towards truth, honesty, justice. Let us all become compassionate and kind with unconditional love in our hearts and mind so that we can make this planet Earth, help this planet Earth with harmony, peace, unconditional love, and happiness. May the joy, unconditional love, and peace flow freely in this planet and everywhere in this universe. Thank you so much, Masters. So, Masters, as you all know, today we are going to talk about Master Apollo. So, as we are onto the Moments of Wisdom session, it's a series that where we are actually sharing all the, masters who are related to different I would say sects or meaning the work that they have done. It can be spiritual work, it can be healing work, or it can be the like sharing about the wisdom that we are sharing every day. Not every day, but yeah, every day also, but also during the time when we are sharing about this session, moments of wisdom through this. So if anybody wishes to share, a particular master about them, here in this group, please feel free to share. Prepare your, uh, you know, prepare that session for your own self, meaning that when you want to share about any master, and if you are ready, you want to take the initiative, you are more than welcome to do that, masters. Just let me know, and so that I can just give you a heads up how to prepare, and then we can, bring that particular master and let me know. So, as today is Wednesday, most of the time I try to do it on Wednesday because most of the time when I'm here, I try to do it by myself, right? But if you all are here, then definitely we can work and we can definitely let everyone, help us, whoever is ready. So, masters, today we are going to talk about Master Apollo. So, as I was searching, I found that there are masters who are actually healers, ancient masters, and there are many masters. So, I was actually thinking about Asclepius. Asclepius is also a healer, and Asclepius is basically, he was also being taught by Master Apollo. So today, as we go forward, I'm gonna talk about this particular master, Master Apollo. So his origins are from Greece, as they say. So the cult centers, as they say, and but he's also one of the uh, master from a Greek period, Hellenic period, as they say, and he is also one of the Olympian gods. Okay, so that is also mentioned, and then he is also the sibling to goddess Artemis. Okay, the twin sister, Apollo's twin sister, goddess Artemis, and so definitely in there's a place called Delphi, and that is where Apollo is basically being Apollo was venerated as as the slayer of the monstrous serpent Python. So Apollo had killed or slayed the monstrous serpent Python. So that is why he is also venerated at Delphi. And so for the Greeks, Apollo was the most handsome Greek god ever, I would say. And so he had through the centuries acquired many functions. He was also a prophet. Uh, he was very basically a priestly kind of god where he would be sharing wisdom, and he would basically he would know all the occult sciences, I would say, because he's also called the oracular god. And he was also connected to healing, and he is also connected to light, music. He's also known as a prophet. And as he also brings light to the world, healing to the world, he is also related to basically keeping away the evil also, as they say. Okay, so now when we talk about Apollo, so Apollo is also a Greek god, as I told you, and he's basically venerated as a deity, right? So he is basically known for music, poetry, arts, light, and archery. He has taught healing subjects, and he knows so much about healing diseases, that he's able to cure. He's also related to prophecy, so he can prophesize also, and reasoning also. He is actually the son of Zeus and Leto, and he's also the sibling of Artemis, the goddess. And he's also a patron of arts, and basically known for his ideal youth, basically so young and graceful, intellectual perfection. So all these things are associated with the sun and prophetic shrine at Delphi, making him basically a prominent figure in the Greek mythology. So his domains, if you talk about these domains, he's also very much into music, as I told you, arts, light, archery, prophecy, order. So he brings order also to the world, and bringing justice, and then with reasoning. Then he is also the son of Zeus and Leto, as I told you. He has lot many artistic skills. If you happen to know what lyre is, so in the olden days there was a big instrument with wires, it was called lyre. And so and it was basically and he directed the choir of the muses, patronizing the arts. And he is also a very famous Greek god who can prophesize. And he is also known as the oracle of Delphi, and where his basically he used to deliver predictions also. Then he has taught, basically he knows so much about healing, and how to have long life. And he can also basically, if there is something that he doesn't like and it is not justful, he can bring diseases to the humankind also. Basically, because he's a god, so it's like in Hindi we do say the adi daivik, adi bhautik, and adhyatmik tap, meaning the godly calamities, the apocalypse, or any kind of disease. And it can be spiritual uh, challenges also. So the divine, when you steer away from your life purpose, or when you are basically not fulfilling what you need to do, or you are taking a wrong route, or you are not justful, you are lying, deceitful, or all the negative attributes, if you carry that. So if a place becomes dark, evil, or lower vibrational, he can actually cause plague and illness. So he has this ability. He can bring the wrath of this godliness, basically, I would say. He can actually, so when you think about God, you think that how can a God can bring this kind of calamity? These things happen, masters, and you can still actually in the present time, you can see how things are shaping up in the upper north side of India, and even here in US also. So many places you can actually see what is going on. So not only that, he's also a god of archery, and he is seen using a silver bow and golden arrow to slay the python and protect his followers. So what is the python there, masters? Python is nothing but the evil energies, or the any toxic, evil, or narcissistic, or any entity that is very negative or lower vibrational. So that is basically the symbol for python, or the negative mindset. So he actually slays through his silver arrow and sorry, silver bow and golden arrow, right? So the golden arrows, if normally I think many of the times we have tried to clear our energies, and whenever we do that, so the silver always represents the moon, okay, and the golden represents the sun. So he takes the silver bow and he uses the golden arrow. So whenever we do cleansing during the full moon time, if you happen to notice, or if you have, done my Hindi sessions also, not only that, but English also, in that we say that we release anything that does not belong to us, or we have absorbed some energies. So it goes into the form of, black arrows, smoke or something, or black vapors getting out of the body. But when we receive our energies, when we call back our power and energy, what do? We actually we say that uh, I call back my power, my energy. So what comes, masters? So then you can see golden arrows coming towards you, or the yellow colored arrows coming towards you, right? So this is how he protects his followers through archery. Basically, letting go of that evil nature or any entity, and removing all those from your life. Then he brings light also. So he's also often identified with the sun god, which is in the Greek times, the sun god was called as Helios, okay, and the embodiment of brilliant light. So he is the Helios. So as you all know, it's like the helium, the word helium, but it is the Helios, and he is also basically known as sun god, Now, so here, there's this symbolism of his youth that is being used, which is very strong, beautiful, and what it represents is basically, so it is like personifies harmony, reason, and moderation. So whatever you do, do it with harmony, with reason. Basically, he would actually reason what is good, what is not good, and if that is to be used or not to be used, and his reasoning would be very, very logical, very wisdomful. And then moderation also, anything that you want to do, achieve in your life. For whatever you want to achieve, go through moderation, basically. Do everything in your life, but with moderation. That's what he says. So he is also connected to, the Roman world, I would say. So the god Apollo is also worshipped by both Greek and the Romans, and it's very similar in both the mythologies, the Greek and Romans. Okay, so masters, so there are like a few facts that you all came to know at this time, and but he's also, so he is also known as god of many domains. Okay, and he's a Greek deity, as I told you already, with the poetry, healing, light, prophecy, archery. Then second one was that, he was also the twin brother of Artemis, that is the goddess, right? And he third one was that he was the son of Zeus and Leto, right? Then he is also the sacred oracle at Delphi, meaning he is also a priestly kind of god, right? Where he prophesizes, and anybody who wants to have guidance, they can call on to Master Apollo. And then he was also very much into the muses and arts, And so he was also known as the goddesses of the arts and sciences, and the musician who played the lyre. And this lyre was actually gifted to him by god Hermes. Okay. And so there's also now another one here in US. There's a space program. So US space program, which was actually which helped humans to land on the moon, and that was called the Apollo program, with the Greek name of the Greek deity. Okay, so that is very, very important. So here he has been used related to sun, that is light, and also he's also known as Phoebus, meaning bright or pure, and Apollo was associated with sun, light, and day. So that is one important thing. And so he also taught this demigod who was named as Asclepius. Yeah, Asclepius. So he also was a demigod, okay, half human and half man. Sorry, half human and half god. So they are called demigods. And also, this Asclepius was also being brought up by centaur, so it was half human and half horse. Okay, so that was about Apollo. So there are a lot of symbols and that which are used. So if you happen to see some bow and arrow, because now you're basically we are discussing about Master Apollo. So you can, if you find any bow and arrow in your dream or meditation, you can understand that what is coming through. Maybe you need to clear, like how Arjuna fought the evil in his families, very similar to that. He's also basically giving the reason, and he's also fighting evil. Okay, removing all kinds of evil from anybody's life. Okay, so okay, one second. What else I need to tell you all? So yeah, he was also a god of crops and herds. So he's also venerated for the animals also, that to get a good harvest of the crops and herbs and herds, sorry, the animals. Okay, so as a divine bulwark against wild animals and diseases. So um, yeah, so though his name Phoebus indicates bright and purity, and that is why he was connected with sun also. Mm, anything else? Yeah. So I think all done, masters. Uh, so yeah, there's a temple of Apollo in Greece, Corinth, Greece. Okay. So if you happen to, go on Google, you can actually find the ruins of Corinth, basically the ruins of the temple of Apollo. Okay. And yeah, I think that is it. And anything else, once, and let me just, yeah, that is it, masters. Thank you so much to, yeah. Thank you, everyone. So anything anybody wishes to share at this time? Yeah, go ahead, Shubhaji.
I wanted to ask you, since you've done some, I don't have not done much of a reading, but he killed Achilles, and I guess not him, but he initiated the killing. Do you know why?
Uh, see, there is lot of history, and he also had given punishment to Zeus also. I think Zeus gave him punishment. So that is one thing that, let me, um, yeah, so as it says, here in the history, that he did not personally kill Achilles, but he guided the arrow shot by the Trojan prince Paris that struck Achilles in his vulnerable heel, causing his death. So Apollo actually has, supported the Trojans and had a grudge against Achilles for killing his son. so leading him to intervene and ensure that the fatal blow actually kills Achilles. Okay, so Paris, as this is the role of Paris, though a less skilled warrior, he was a warrior and he shot the arrow that hit Achilles. Okay, so because his actions were significant because he was the prince of Troy, and his wife Helen was the cause of the Trojan War. So, and Apollo was on the side of the Trojans, and Achilles has killed Apollo's son. That is what is
Oh,
written.
that's what it. Okay.
Yeah. So Achilles' mother, Thetis, dipped him in the river Styx to make him invulnerable, holding him by his heel. This left his heel as the only vulnerable spot on his body, which was then targeted by the Paris's arrow. So it is very similar to this one story that comes to my mind. How many of you think that there is this wonderful story related to um, uh, what was her name? Dhritarashtra,
Yeah,
Gandhari,
Duryodhan
Gandhari,
and the leaf.
Gandhari,
Yeah, Gandhar.
right?
Yeah.
Gandhari.
Mm.
So Gandhari actually puts the, what do we call?
Blinders or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Blinders.
blinders, whatever you can say. So she actually covers her eyes because Dhritarashtra is blind, so he could not see. So Gandhari vows to cover her cover her eyes, and so she never removes it. Okay, so when this Mahabharata war was going to happen at that time, Gandhari was worried about her son Duryodhan. So she calls him that Duryodhan, you need to come to me naked, okay? So as the son is now big and he's an adult, and so he feels how can I go in front of my mother naked? It's like I'm now big, I can't go. So what he does was he covers his private parts and he goes to his mother. And by the time he reaches, so Gandhari was actually standing without her eyes covered because she wanted that as soon as Duryodhan comes in front of her, she can see Duryodhan, and with the power of her eyes, because the eyes are closed for such a long time. So she also is, a god basically, and she is now opening her eyes. So she wanted to see. So as she sees Duryodhan, the whole body starts converting, basically, as they say in Hindi, Folad ka sharir, basically steel body. That nobody can destroy him. But the part that was not seen by Gandhari, which was covered by Duryodhan, the private parts, I think that was the area where he was hit and he was able, like he Pandavas were able to kill. Bhim does that. So anyhow, that is the story. So this is very similar to uh, so I think even our mythology carries some of the things, very similar to that. The names can be different, masters, right? So thank you so much. Anything anybody wishes to share, speak at this time, you can speak, masters. Otherwise, we can go into meditation. Anybody, anything anyone wishes to share, speak.
They talk also about Apollo doing shape shifting. That means he could change his how he looks, presentation. This is
Oh,
what they say. Yeah,
oh, let me check. Let me check that.
yeah,
Okay, so shape shifting.
yeah,
Second. So as you go into history, there's lot many things.
yeah.
But what do you mean by shape shifting? I want to know about that. See, I know personally what is shape shifting, but uh, see, it's a divine power, definitely. It's an ability of a person to shift their shape into, you know. So I'll tell you one thing. In those days, he so as they say, he has the ability to transform into a cloud. Okay, that he was able to do. But what does shape shifting mean? So my teacher, when I was doing my Oracle card certification and all those things, so my teacher told me that it would be like so wonderful to ship. So I think she was on that verge of doing it, and so she was telling me. She told to everyone, not to me personally, but to the whole class. So how wonderful it would be if we could actually if we could actually shift our shape into pillows, and then from pillow to human form. Okay, so that was the first time when I actually came to know that yes, one could shape shift. But later on, when I started reading and learning about it, so in the olden days or ancient times, when people wanted to shape shift, what they used to do was, so it's a very stark and very evil reality of metaphysical life or occult, where they would actually kill a particular animal, and they would take the person's they would take that being's heart out, and they will hold that heart in their hand, and then they would mirror that, and they would try to shape shift. That was also the shape shifting way to do it. Nowadays people do many other things in the occult. And so when we talk about occult, when we speak of occult, or when we say occult word, basically we many people, they become very scared, and they think, because see, everything has a pro and everything has a con. And so many people who are, using tantras or mantras. So tantra is not negative, I would say. It is also positive. But if you are using it in a positive way, then it can actually benefit oneself and benefit the whole community, the whole world. But tantra is nowadays basically deemed as negative, and many people find that, definitely many are not using it properly, how they should use it. Okay. It should be used to awaken oneself, or to uplift oneself or the whole community, and to use it for the benefit of the mankind, or the all the beings around. So nowadays what they do is, they try to mirror the particular organ, the element. The elemental kingdom actually helps us by giving us the organs that we have. So if there is any issue going on with your organ, you can actually pray to the elemental masters, that is the elemental kingdom. Because at the time of birth, before even the conception, the elemental masters actually, they start creating that organ for a baby. So anything, any karma that you have done in the past life incarnations, uh, everything is being written for your destiny, how you have done, what you have done, what karma you have done, what actions you have taken, was that karma justful or unjustful, something like all those things. So everything is written in your basically book of life or something. And then what happens is, it is being they elemental kingdom masters, they also read everyone. So as you are given this body and the organs within it, elemental masters from time to time, they support this organ of yours, and they also create that. But not only that, they actually give you diseases also, that this will be less in that person, and this will be more in that person. So then you have the chance basically to get a disease or not to get a disease, I would say. But here, that is what shape shift is also, where they actually start mirroring. So shape shifting is a divine power, and basically the typical ability of the gods, where they have this ability to change themselves into animals or any creatures or even objects. As I told you, how they used to do it in the olden days, by basically, killing the animal, taking the heart out, and doing all those things, mirroring that particular being. So in and there is a myth also that Apollo once transformed himself into a dolphin to seize a passing merchant ship. That's what is being said. So he is also able to take a human form, even because, his mortal self, basically, alter ego. So uh, then elemental forms also. So he also had the ability to transform into a cloud. Then metamorphosis of Cyparissus. Uh, Apollo transformed his beloved Cyparissus, who was consumed by grief, into the cypress tree as an act of compassion, and to provide him with eternal solace. Then there is also, um, yeah, I think I did that, right? Okay, yeah. So there's also one thing that earlier times, how they use this shape shifting. So there's the story of Apollo and Daphne. So this is a very famous story, and also how she was actually transformed into a laurel tree. So there was a nymph called Daphne, and Apollo was pursuing this wonderful, beautiful girl, and this is a nymph basically, um, kind of a fairy kind, but also a god, beautiful fairy goddess, I would say. But her father came to know about this Daphne and Apollo. So what he did was he turned her into a laurel tree to protect her from Apollo. Okay, so that is what is there. Anyway, thank you so much, masters, and anybody. Yeah, Anshumanji has raised his hand. Yes, Anshumanji.
Yeah, namaste, Madhuji. Very informative class. In fact, I was thinking of asking you what inspired you to have this session on Master Apollo. Was it a guided
Everything
thing
is
or what?
guided. Yeah, everything is
Yes, sir.
guided, as you know.
You always say. I think just a couple of points. One regarding Tantra, you mentioned it's a very profound uh, uh, philosophy or maybe science. And actually, there's a lot of misconception about Tantra, and it is not about what it is perceived for, and uh, and very deep connection with the elementals and the nature kingdom. Uh, Also, you mentioned about shape shifting. Many of the masters they have that capability to disintegrate and integrate the body. Similarly, there
That
are
is no
some
shape
tools and
shifting.
techniques. The way breath can be used, yeah, yeah, the breath can be used as a kind of bridge to connect with the any object or any animal or uh, so I think it's quite profound. And regarding Master Apollo, I just want to say that Apollo emphasizes illumination and the inner light of wisdom, and also about purification of mind. And a clear mind is a reflection of the divine, and also the courage to live authentically. So, just as the sun shines without fear, seekers are asked to live the truth boldly, expressing their divine essence in action. So, we all have an inner sun connection, and it is said that daily meditation on this radiant light within can help us to illuminate and spread uh, our light to others and to service through illumination. And I think very profound teachings in terms of unity through light. And thank you very much for I think sharing your perspective and putting it all together. Certainly, we need to explore and delve deep into uh,
Definitely. It's always,
the
see,
teachings.
one class is not enough, I would say. But to
Yes.
come up with a particular class, because it's like moments of wisdom, it's not the whole thing, but we are actually what that wisdom was that he carried or any master carried, and then
Hmm.
why we are reading about it. Because I wanted to bring this that there are many healers in our field, okay, spiritual
Hmm.
masters, and we are
Hmm.
also, learning about how many physicians are there, how to heal themselves. So these are
Hmm.
also some of the masters from where the history started, why it came. So today I was actually pondering into, this particular class, Moments of Wisdom, and I was searching, what
Hmm.
should I talk about? Whom should I talk
Hmm.
about? And it is always like that. So I was like searching and I was thinking what to talk and this and that.
Hmm.
Then everything went away. So I did not even like could not find anybody. I thought it would come to me, or I
Hmm.
would go and search something and then something will come up to me in my mind. But then I was
Hmm.
listening to something and they were saying something related to healing and healers.
Hmm.
I was thinking, oh yeah, why, let me just search about like who are the famous healers, famous
Hmm.
healers that way.
Hmm.
So as I was searching, I came to know the nine famous ancient masters who were, and there are from different. So that is the class I wanted to take. But then I thought, okay, let me just go ahead with Asclepius, and that is where found that Apollo. So I already knew about Apollo, but I was
Hmm.
actually going to
Hmm.
take the class on Asclepius. But then I thought,
Hmm.
okay, I think this is where I need to start. So in the coming
Hmm.
days, if you all want to, I am gonna share about the healers. Basically, it was
Hmm.
related to healers of the ages. I want to do that,
Okay.
and that is what because many of the masters who are here. So something because I'm a healer, something guided me towards healing because I am a healer
Hmm.
and I know that there is profound messages coming to oneself,
Hmm.
and during this time also everyone might be getting those, but everyone is built differently, everyone's purpose
Hmm.
is different. So my purpose is also healing. which is like nobody
Mhm.
sees that, but I am doing it without even someone, maybe many people notice that, and I know
Mhm.
about myself, but the point is maybe many doesn't even know that, we can heal oneself or someone else also
Mhm.
by speaking. So when I speak, the words that go around, or when people
Mhm.
are hearing that, even their
Mhm.
ears are also being cleared, their mind is
Mhm.
cleared, and heart is also cleared. So I
Mhm.
know this is a different form of healing which no one notices, but this is happening.
Mhm.
And not only that, but I'm also a healer, and whenever I sit with people, I know
Mhm.
people do come to me, talk to me, and they will share their challenges, and I know that. So I'm not going to share more about it.
Mhm.
I don't want anybody to become more curious, but yeah, this is where I wanted to stop and let you all know that this is the reason why I shared, because this is one thing that, we should know the history, why we are actually learning healing or thinking about healing, why, what, and who to call, when to call, what to do, all those things. So the history, little bit of
Mhm.
history for everyone.
Mhm.
So without telling, but teaching, teaching everyone without telling them. That's what
Mhm.
my all the game is about, I would say.
And Madhuji, certainly, I think the session about healers and the ancient healers who have contributed significantly would be very informative for all of us, maybe in the future session.
Yes. So
Just
I want, if
yeah,
anybody, anyone, if you have prepared something and if you want, but yeah, let me take the first um session on the healing, and then we can all continue with small things on, or small sessions on the healers. Thank you so much,
yeah.
Anshumanji.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
And shape shifting is also that, once you said, shape shifting is very, very important about like how you can integrate oneself and then disintegrate your own self, right? Integrating, then disintegrating, and then again integrating oneself. During this time, when you are integrating yourself and disintegrating yourself, again, you lose a lot of energy at that time. Okay, so that actually can also affect your organs, okay, your body. So it is not easy, masters, and for that you have to have a particular set of meditation practice, and also proper way of integrating, disintegrating, and then doing it without killing anybody. I would say that is the best way to do it. And now there are masters. So I'll tell you one example for everyone. This is for everyone, okay? So now I'll tell you one thing, that just imagine when you want to think about someone. Suppose you're lying down and you want to go to your mother. Especially with girls, I would say this is very easy. Or suppose your child is somewhere far away and you want to meet your child, and you are just lying down and thinking what your child is doing, maybe in the hostel or somewhere, right? Or maybe your um, you know maybe your wife or your husband or your mother, father, whoever that is, right? So there are people in your life who are very near to you, very, very near to you, meaning you are emotionally connected to them, right? So during the dream time, or even during the meditation time, with your thoughts, you can reach to them in a snap. Meaning, if you are connected with them emotionally and you think about them at such a level where this very thin line also is basically removed, where you can actually imagine them what they are doing. And not only that, for people who are meditators and who are third eye masters, for them it becomes very easy to even see that picture. But for people who are very, like, who have their feelers on, I would say, they're very much emotional, they have the ability of touch, right? So that can actually help you transfer oneself from your own place to the place where they are, right? Meaning during meditation, your astral body can come out and it can go there within a jiffy or within a second. So how it happens is, so as you age, at like till 7 years of age, when you are born, after that 7 years of age, your physical body is being developed basically. But after that, your etheric body, the energy body is being developed. Basically, 7 plus 7 is 14. So, till 14 years of age, your etheric body is now basically developing. After 14, then the astral body develops, right? So, at that time, now you can actually go to places, your body detaches in the form of like astral body detaches, and then you can go to different places. And so astral body has the ability to go from here whatever you imagine. Now even for meditators, it's a great responsibility that as you imagine anything, you create that reality. Okay. And so from childhood I was able to do that. Okay. And it was not okay. It was not okay. Right now I'm saying okay, but it also comes with responsibility because you can actually ruin your own life with the negative thinking. Okay. So very important. Take it with a pinch of salt. If you have happen to have a ability, so every ability comes with certain responsibilities. I started noticing that whenever I have a negative thinking, I created that very easily, very quickly. So then later in my life, I found that, if I can create a negative side or negative, I can give, negative connotation to certain things. How about I create positive things in my life? And then I started changing my life around. So this is my personal experience, very profound. And I saw and I saw things changing right in front of my eyes. It was not easy. So sometimes I would be in guilt. I would be, uh, I would say not punishing, but I would be not happy with myself because I would see things before that. So I don't know why, but then I thought, okay, I have this ability to let me not go there, I'm not gonna go there. So now the thing that I do is I'm very much aware what I need to create and what I don't need to create. So there is no choice with it. Either you do or die, meaning you don't want to die. So that means you have to do certain things which are basically good, positive for everyone. Because if you have this ability, you need to understand that, masters. So many people, maybe they won't understand what I'm saying. How many of you understood what I said just now? How many of you? Can you raise your hand? Were you able to understand what meaning it carries? What does I mean by that? Thank you, Shivaji. So, Sarita ji, thank you. Neena ji, wonderful. Anshuman ji, thank you. So you all are able to understand? Wonderful. So this is very important to know that what oneself can do, how to create your reality. If you want to create your reality, certain realities are good, but not all the realities, right? I would say everything is good for experience sake, even the positive, even the negative. You learn from the negatives, but positive experiences make you enjoy life, basically, I would say. The negative helps you learn so that you don't go into the negative side of your life or you don't create those things. So at a very tender age, I started understanding that, I think this is what I am doing it. Okay, this is what I am creating. I think, and that the reality becomes. So let's not go there. Come back. Okay, so the point is now everything is good, and I'm going to go move forward because that is where I want to see myself. So, forward movement with positive connotations, positive things, and positive mindset. So, thank you so much. And Sarita ji, you have any questions also? Because still I see your raised hand. So, if there is any question, let me know. Otherwise, we can go straight into meditation. Any question you had, Sarita ji? I can't, if you want to unmute.
No, I don't have any question.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, masters, let's take our position. Sit cross-legged. Okay, sit cross-legged, masters. Let me mute everyone. So, take your position and slowly, steadily. And so, one example that what I would like to tell you all, how I changed it is a very small example. So one time, this is a real story I'm telling you because I know how to do it. So uh, it is just your inner feeling and in a very positive way. So one time, me and my husband, we were like all the time, busy, and we were so busy that we could not find time. And there was the time that, I wanted him to do something, but I was not in that position to do a particular thing. So I asked my husband, when I was going for sleep, I asked my husband that would you be able to finish this tomorrow morning? I won't be able to do it. So he became very angry on me. So he started, saying, you do that always, you don't want to do and so and so. So he started shouting at me and I started, crying. I was feeling so bad that I started crying. And I said, if I would have been able to do it, why would I have said to you? Anyway, the point was, so he slept, but I was still crying and I was like, and I have learned so much, I have read, I have like learned. So I knew the art of changing the reality. But the point is, at that time, I was crying like a normal human person, and I am. But the point is, I was doing that. So after a moment, something struck to me and said, you know so much and still you're crying, just like a baby, and you're just um, as if you don't know anything. So I said, yeah, I know so much and still I'm just behaving like this. So what I did was I wiped my tears and I thought that my husband loves me, he does everything for me and this and that with very happy face and feeling that feeling, having that feeling inside your mind and heart and feeling so much love for my husband. Normally we don't do. So I started, doing that drama with myself. And then at that time, I was like so happy and I went and slept. So I thought in the morning when I get up, everything will be done. And I slept with this feeling, with this thought, went to sleep. Next morning, before I got up, I was like hearing the commotion and I thought, what is happening? So as I opened my eye, I saw that he had done everything whatever I have said, which for what he was scolding me, and he has finished everything. And he very nicely said to me, So I was like, I had a smile on my face, meaning that you can change your reality. It is up to you. But so the subconscious mind or your cells also does not know, or the universe also does not know what is happening. It's just you can put those emotions and you can bring that reality into existence. The choice is yours. You want to, you can. So don't even think that no, it is not possible. It is possible, masters. So, but at this time, as a spiritual masters, this is also called manipulation. Okay. So you can manipulate, but am I ready for manipulation? Only for those places where, it is not good, I would say, but, with your personal life, with your people around you, there are certain things or certain times that you want to manipulate. But now at this time, now I know what soul plan is and what is happening. So I don't want to manipulate stuff. So I stopped doing it. Okay, masters? Just stop doing it. But still, if I want to, still there are little things that we think and we create. Okay, so be careful what you're creating. With that connotation and with that thought in your mind, let us go into deep meditation. So take your time, take your posture, sit in a comfortable posture, masters. Sit cross-legged like this, and with your hands clasped, fingers into fingers, close your eyes. And now take deep in breaths, inhalation, and slow exhalation. So with each and every breath, take your time. If you feel you have a lot of things inside your heart and mind, and you still feel heavy, how about taking your time, inhaling deeply through your nostril, and then, if you want, you can exhale through your mouth for 7 to 8 breaths out through your mouth and see the change. So, inhale and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nostril, exhale through your mouth, and try to make or feel lighter with every out breath that you release. As you breathe in, masters, breathe in into your crown, your head, your facial expressions, your facial region, and then slowly exhale. As you exhale slowly, try to steady your mind, your breath, and not only that, with every inhalation into the facial region. Try to inhale into your eyes, your ears, your jaws, your tongue, teeth, chin, into your sinuses. So not only that, you can inhale into your throat, your gut, neck and neck muscles, then going down into your back, upper back, going down into your middle back, then to lower back. And along with it, inhale into your spine. So just imagine as you are inhaling this life force energy, your spine lights up. Your energy centers, they also light up. The fluorescent color of every energy center in every color that you have. So the fluorescent color in every energy center lights up because you are inhaling the life force energy. The energy meridians that connect your body to your energy centers, they are also lighting up. You can see branches of energy lighting up in your body. This is where Master Apollo comes into being, masters. So Master Apollo is a god, is an oracle, is a deity. He helps bring the light, the illumination, healing, and also he brings justful ways. He brings reasoning, the logical reasoning, the analytical reasoning. And when he is connected to the goddess Artemis, his twin sister, is also the son of Zeus and Leto. But as he is always connected with light, goddess, God, Son, he brings light into our life. He brings action with the bow and arrow. He also brings this sophisticated nature to him, or even love and passion, when he uses his musical instrument lyre, meaning he's also sophisticated, he's very youthful, he's very passionate, he's courageous when you talk about his bow and arrow, meaning he is balanced the moon and the sun. When you need him in your life, when you need healing, or you want to heal anything in your body, in your mind, you can definitely connect with Master Apollo. So, dear Master Apollo, we call on you at this time. We invoke you and your presence, your energy and consciousness. We at Light and Soul Meditation Group, we ask for your guidance, support, and also healing for this whole group. Anything that needs healing in our lives, in our bodies, please help us to remove any kind of unhealed challenges and help us bring healing into oneself. Even the mind needs healing. Even the body needs healing. Your guidance is very important for all of us. You are healer of the ages. You are a great teacher. Help us with your justful ways, your reasoning, guidance, and through your consciousness, which connects you to us, or we want to connect ourselves to you. so that we can be guided, help ourselves, and also our community. So we invoke you and your presence, Master Apollo. Guide us and help us heal oneself. Help us to bring the soft side of oneself as well. As we breathe each and every breath, as we take in, inhale, every breath that we come across, or every breath that comes in, with every inhalation, fills us with a lot of light, illumination, lot of healing, and it heals us at every level. Every second as we breathe in, and every second as we breathe out, we are healing ourselves through our breath. Our heart, lungs, the gut, abdomen, private parts, and the lower abdomen region. Everything is becoming healed. Inhale deeply, masters. Let each and every breath be your guide. As you inhale deeply, you can now relax your spine, but sit straight. So as you inhale into your lower waist region, your thighs, going down into your knees, calf muscles, into your shins, ankles, heels, the soles of your feet and toes. So now, let us all take a deep inhalation and ground our energies with Mother Earth. Master, guide us. Whatever is coming in front of us, we need your healing, we need your presence, we need your guidance, and we need your support, courage, and we also need to balance our emotions, and we need to balance our actions. We need to bring moderation into our life. So help us at this time. Help us to know what is coming in front of us, how we need to steer clear of the challenges, and what decisions to make. So bring your prophesized guidance for all of us, Master, so that we are able to understand through the symbols, guidance, and messages that you share for all of us. At this time, Master Apollo tells us that he'll help you. He'll help all of us to be courageous, The path is not easy, but through our justful ways, we can harmonize our situations and we can also let go of challenges. If you are justful, everything will work out in your favor. But as I balanced my action and my emotion, same way balance the sun and the moon, sides of your oneself. He says, I am a warrior, but also I am into music, arts, and poetry. I have a softer side and a stronger side to myself. So I'll be there with you when you need me the most. I'll be there. He says, never let go of your gut instincts, the intuition that comes to you. Or you have a feeling, you have your gut telling you something, meaning the gut instincts telling you something. Remember it. Be aware that your gut won't lie. That is my guidance coming to you at this time. We are all God's child. So every day, keep yourself in the light of sun. Put yourself, your face, your third eye in front of the sun to let illuminate the hidden eye that you hold within. It will help illuminate all that is hidden, and it will let you know how to decide, what to decide, when to go, and what not to do. You will know everything. He also tells us that as Daphne was turned into bay leaf or laurel leaves, you can also use these laurel leaves to remove any negative side effect from your life. He tells us to use the manifestation technique with the laurel leaves, and when you burn that in fire, you connect with the light energy and also the manifestation energy together to work in your favor. He can foresee future, he can predict and prophesize. He says, if you see my sign, my symbol, in the form of bow and arrow or a candle light, remember that I am there with you. I am guiding you. So now, very slowly, Masters, let us all thank Master Apollo. He's still connected with us, but also let us focus and center ourselves with the third eye. So bring your focus on the third eye, Masters, and inhale deeply, exhale softly. And as you inhale, let go of your body consciousness. So take your time and inhale deeply, focus at one focal point, and release and make your body steady with each and every breath. Be with your breath, masters. Let each and every breath help you go into the depths of meditation. Every breath puts you into higher energies. It energizes you, rejuvenates you, and this energy that comes in the form of breath also brings in light along with it. My dear masters, now very slowly, let us all come back into our body consciousness. Let us give thanks. Let us be grateful to Master Apollo. We are really very thankful to each and every one who is present here. Thank you so much, Masters. And as you are coming back into your reality, focus on each and every breath. Take deeper breaths and come back into your body consciousness. Come back and feel your senses slowly, steadily. Try to straighten up your spine, your neck and your head, masters. Whenever you feel ready and comfortable. So take your time and take deep in breaths, slow out breaths. Unclasp your hands and fingers, masters. And whenever you feel ready, now you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Very slowly, masters, you may let go your hands, or maybe you can open your eyes beneath your palms and then let go of your palms. Slowly, you can all come out, masters. Thank you so much. Gratitude to each and every master. Welcome back. You can give a big hug to yourself. You can hug from both the sides, basically. Crisscross your hands, hug yourself, give a pat on your back, and be grateful for this wonderful time and in meditation and also with the group's energy. Thank you so much. So, welcome back, masters. Thank you, everyone. And it was really, really precious to have you all here. If you have any experiences or any question at this time, if you feel like you can, otherwise we can end the session, masters. So, anybody wishes to have any questions or any answers, or any experiences that you want to share? Anyone wishes to? Should I give unmute option to everyone? I know it's everyone will be in deep, deep meditation, but still, if you feel like you can. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Then I take it that you guys are done with today's class. Okay. But, masters, so we'll meet tomorrow then. Okay. Same time, but try to come on time, everyone, so that we can start the session on time. Thank you, Swati. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone. So may we all be happy, healthy, and vibrant. May we meditate regularly with our individual self as well as the group's energy and consciousness. Have the understanding that we got today, and always affirm that you are always guided, and the masters are always there to protect you, guide you, and they are helping, supporting you. So, masters, let us teach meditation to everyone, awaken everyone, and do our much needed inner work every day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Masters, have a good night, and thank you, Shubhaji. And have a wonderful day to all the masters from India. Thank you.